Welcome everyone, Costin here on Serious Gaming with a look at Star Marine, the first-person shooter component of Star Citizen. For now it's fairly bare bones, you've only got a limited selection of weapons. Ballistic rifle, gallant energy rifle, shotgun, and energy sniper rifle. So, I think actually I'll go with the energy rifle and the ballistic rifle, though mainly I'm gonna use the ballistic rifle. Most people are using the ballistic rifle as the most effective weapon. The sniper rifle isn't effective because of the maps that exist right here, and also because it's incapable of doing enough damage to actually effectively kill enemies. The shotgun isn't effective because it just doesn't do enough damage. And that obviously creates the issue of, you know, if your shotgun is not effective in melee, on maps where it should be effective, then how effective would it be in, you know, in the actual universe? So anyway, the game itself, I'm just gonna turn off motion. Oh, sorry. Motion blur equals 0. Go. So performance-wise, it runs fairly well in terms of its FPS. In fact, I'd be certain that if I was playing through this in, say, an offline mode or something, I would get easily over 60 FPS, just because the game in general, the game in itself, you know, if you can force the current universe to actually actually go offline, and you get massive FPS. It also looks nice and all that.
Alright everyone, let's get this done.
The problem is the online servers are complete and utter dogshit, and the netcode in general, because this is based on CryEngine. CryEngine doesn't have good netcode. And also, my ping ain't exactly some shining example. Now, if there was someone else in that particular location, I would gladly. Well, I guess I should.
Control point's ours.
No, hold on. I don't know. Should I risk it?
Control point gained. Accessing control point.
Well, finally some backup. Not that many people so far. Yeah, there's no European servers. Obviously, I'm playing in Europe, and from Europe. So because of that, even though most of the game is actually being designed in Europe, yeah, thanks, Scripps Roberts. What the fuck are you thinking, not making American servers? I mean, really, what the hell is he thinking? I don't know. There's just.
First blood.
I feel there's a certain element of. What the hell are they thinking when it comes to just their game. Now,
control point gained.
A lot of people are unhappy with what they've gotten so far in Star Citizen, and for bloody good reason. Star Citizen is with Star Marine specifically here. I mean, it was supposed to come out a longer time ago, and it was supposed to be a more tactically oriented, not a run and gun, which it is right now.
Respawning.
And people say, well, it will be more tactical when it's permadeath. Really? You think so? I don't see it, really. I think it's gonna be very action-packed, and I think the way it's designed. Now, don't get me wrong. I like the fact that you can EVA. I like the fact that you have areas where, you know, although you're on the ground and you've got gravity, you don't have sound. I like the way they handle, you know, sound. Well, I avoided my grenade.
Control point contested.
More of them are coming.
Control point contested. Control point lost.
also a bit frustrating. Like, it's kind of telling that the only gun worth really using is the ballistic rifle. The other guns, the energy rifle, for instance, that I have, well, it's got 120 rounds, which you might think, well, that's reasonable enough, right? Well, exception that the ballistic rifle has more rounds, and I think it's even... I'm not sure about its damage, but... yeah, it sure seems like the ballistic rifle does more damage. I mean, yes, it's got fewer bullets, but... like, if I was attacking that guy with a ballistic rifle, I would have killed him in that situation. Yeah, he bled out anyway, so... now, bleeding out, that's a nice mechanic. The fact you have those med kits at those health stations. You start to 2, you can get more from the health stations. I like the localized damage system on the body. Though maybe it should affect your performance as well if you take damage to certain body parts. Also, like, say for instance, go prone, you can roll. That's nice. You know, it's a nice touch there. What I don't like is the way the grenades are being thrown. Like, it's
Accessing control point.
hopefully someone's protecting my hide.
Control point gained. Control point.
Hey,
contested.
I'll take it. I got the point. That's all that matters. I suicided myself for the
Control
cause.
point lost.
I have the best score anyway.
Supposed to be defending those.
Control point
Play the
contested.
objective. That's a good one.
Control point lost. Round.
Although, you know, I do like the fact that, for instance, you know, you've got this animation where your guy is moving the gun away. You're standing in a corner, you can't really shoot. There's some, you know, there's something certainly interesting. Now that's a UI bug. There's plenty of bugs in this game. Now this particular map is not the other one. There's two maps. The other map is more focused on, like, has bigger EVA areas. I mean, there is certainly an EVA element to all of this, but not as big as... oh shit. There's certainly some element to EVA here, but it's because of the way the overall map is designed, you're not typically gonna use it. It's more so to go from left to right. So right now I'm going left. If I EVA'd, I'd go... well, they've got an 3 of 4. Certainly put us on defensive. Though we still have more points and we've recaptured B. The game looks nice, though I admit I'm a bit annoyed by the fact that there's no character reflections. I really hope they show more originality with the levels than just space stations, so some wider spaces. Obviously the focus of this, of Star Citizen, isn't the shooter combat, but I've gotta say it's tad bit, actually more than just a tad bit disappointing that after quite a few years of having destructible terrain in video games, that we're back to having... Damn it. We're back to having completely indestructible terrain. I mean, maybe they'll change that. Work in progress, right? I mean, personally, I'm not the kind of the kind of individual who is angry at the state of Star Citizen. But I am angry that they don't have fucking European servers. Come on, you're making most of the game in goddamn Europe. You could have European servers for your fucking game. Really? How difficult can that be? Seriously. We do need one more point in order to turn this completely around. Even if it's just for a bit. If you... I'm gonna try and get a maybe. Right? Come on. What the? Lag. With a... Yeah, server lag. The servers are pretty bad. You know, for a multiplayer game, that's not exactly an encouraging sign. What? I won't complain. Certainly won't complain about the teleportation going on. I think everyone's affected. right. Oh god, this is like sometimes, a lot of the time, you get stuck on the guardrails. Isn't this stupid? Oh yes. Bugs, glitches, server issues, lag, disconnects, maybe even the occasional crash here and there. And keep in mind, Star Marine was delayed. I see, for bloody good reason. I don't think it's a game issue per se. I think a lot of the problems that they have are that they're shitty servers. And their netcode. I mean, let me give you an idea. Playing Star Citizen, the universe version, you can force it in offline mode. If you play it online, I get about 20 FPS. If I play it offline, I get over 60 FPS and runs perfectly goddamn smoothly. I think there is a significant issue. I mean, CryEngine's netcode is crap. And they've had to heavily modify CryEngine to actually make it work. Well, first place. Yeah, ballistic rifle, really the weapon to go. Energy rifle just doesn't do the necessary damage. I mean, you do have 120 rounds. I feel you have more with the ballistic rifle. I'm not quite certain on how many rounds you have. Right? Would be nice if you could hear them, but you can't. Because of all the points I've captured. Score is meaningless, by the way, so far. I really hope they don't turn it into a progressive online shooter like so many others are. Yeah, fuck this rifle. Whoa, the lag is real. I also don't know what determines how... What arcane process is used to determine how fast you'll respawn. Because sometimes it can go very quickly, other times it takes a while. I don't know what. I think there's a logic behind it, but it's hard to figure out. That radar, if you figure it out, and it does take a bit to figure it out. Right, I mean, despite all my complaints and all the issues, I feel a lot of them can be fixed, so, you know, I think for a lot of people that were interested in Star Marine, they wanted a more tactical shooter, far more tactical, and that's what we were promised. This ain't exactly tactical. So anyway, Costin here on Serious Gaming signing out. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video.